an honor from His Majesty. Well, originally I got it from Her Majesty in June 2022 for the Platinum Jubilee of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I received the actual medal from King Charles because, of course, she passed. I received it for work I actually did 10 years before I got the medal. And so it was really for two things. One, I started the living wage movement in UK social care, as you mentioned. Social care in the UK, which is the sector which cares for the elderly and the disabled, had traditionally been a sector which didn't treat its workers very well. And when I got involved in the sector 10 years before the award, I felt if you really want a sector that cares about the elderly and disabled, it has to be a sector that cares about its workers.
Right.
And so I started that, and a corollary to that is I got the legal minimum wage law enforced in 2014. That was through lobbying a particular committee in Parliament, which is the legislature in Britain. And that was successful, and that had a transformative effect on the sector. You had the kind of the worst baddies go out of business or sold. Sadly, the government amnestied the smaller baddies, which caused its own problems. But the most important thing is it really stopped that, getting the minimum wage law enforced in 2014. It stopped the race to the bottom culture in elderly care in the UK, and it allowed an ethical provider like Penrose Care, my company, to compete and thrive. And if it wasn't for that action I did in 2014, you'd have a lot of people still getting very poor wages in social care. I mean, home care specifically, which is caring for the elderly and disabled in their own homes versus a care home. It employs roughly 400,000 people, mostly women in the UK. So it really helped a lot of people.
So you provide